Previously on Homeland.
Zhang is determined, looking ahead. There's a farmstead.
The wooden fence, you can see, has been burnt. A man stands outside. Come quick, help!
What did they do to her?
Shows you her leg. What looks like, I guess, an
I
infection.
need you to look for a small yellow plant with diamond-shaped leaves.
They're in the caves this time of year.
Clove says, do this, we get the water, we boil it, and then we head back.
This is far and above what you as a healer are capable of doing. Find what you were looking for. You recognize that the cave goes deeper.
I'll be back.
This requires more than just a physical heal. This requires a spiritual heal. The material world and the spiritual world are connected.
And now,
They both hug,
Great.
but you can see her still holding her side. She hugs only with one hand, and it's weak still.
hey, sorry, what's your name?
Yuka.
Yuka. Right. So here's the situation. I've made it so you're awake. I haven't healed you. I'm a waterbender that doesn't know how to heal, but I hear that you might be that person. So maybe, sorta, you might be able to teach me a quick lesson on how to help me help you, basically.
I can't teach you like I am, but I know something that can. She looks down and sees the flowers, the petals,
Yeah.
leaves that you've acquired. These come from a very special place where earth meets water here. The snow is captured like water and it creates pools.
Is that in the caves?
It's called you there.
Yeah, well, I found it.
She nods.
Okay.
Seek out what's in there and learn
The purple things?
deeper.
So ignore the purple things.
She nods.
There's things beyond the purple things.
Is there
She
danger?
nods. Not for those who know about earth and water. They should be fine.
Well,
Anna, you should go.
Now kiss.
I was going to say, is Clove going to send me off to do this one?
So,
Chris, the DM, just with Khan, with Clove and Tariq.
two dolls. Just
Now kiss.
Zhang's just there with his spear like,
What's happening?
I do.
Yuka sitting there with her back against the headboard of the bed. We didn't know about these places in the Northern Water Tribe, where the earth and the water meet together. The mountains, they're so beautiful. And she looks briefly out the window and falls asleep. This seems less fitful or less feverish than she was before. But you, Clove, know especially that you've bought her maybe 2 days.
How far are we from a town?
Far.
Okay. So I was thinking about making a litter for
Yeah.
her, but I don't think it's going to help. I think you guys are her shot.
We can stay here and make sure that no one comes back and do anything that he needs us to do for her, but...
Yeah, protect the house. Probably every 3 hours I would reapply some of this.
Mm-hmm.
And if she starts getting worse, come and find me.
Okay.
Be careful, both of you.
We'll be fine.
I hate to lose the time, but this is what we're fighting for.
She needs us.
Tariq just clicks that how we're splitting it. Oh, yes.
Water and earth. Water and earth.
Well, it could have been Zhang as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
Okay, cool.
let's go on a trip then.
Yeah, Clove says no more and just starts like walking out.
Oh man, I was really looking forward to spending some time
Time
with
is Zhang.
so
Clove,
cool.
actually, you stay, Zhang.
You should, you're the healer.
Boys' night out.
As Clove and Tariq leave, Behin is already by his wife's side, gently applying a cool, fresh rag to her forehead to keep the fever in check, and quietly muttering to her.
Zhang, don't you get it? They're the mountains. Earth and water. That's It's interesting, isn't it?
And the Fire Nation do nothing but trample everything in their path.
Yeah. And she goes back to,
I can't believe you said that to her.
whatever kind of maybe sweeping around or...
It's at this moment that both of you notice that there are weapons in this building. They seem ornamental, old. Not rusty, but they're out of fashion. Maybe by about 30 years or so.
He fought Behan. Did you fight in the war?
Yes. Are you a soldier?
I'm trying to be. My father was a soldier, but he was captured or killed by the Fire Nation. The same Fire Nation soldiers who tore through your home.
And you, young lady, are you a soldier?
I'm trying to fight for what's right.
Then you're a soldier. That's what soldiers do.
Not every soldier. She motions to the fences. But, yes. I want to be more like Zhang or like you.
They think what they're doing is right. I don't blame them. And he looks down at his wife. They aren't bad people. They've just been led astray.
Their leaders are cruel. Their leaders are selfish.
But
Vicious.
you believe they could change?
I think so.
How can you fight an enemy if you have such compassion for them? I don't understand.
That's why we fight them.
I don't understand.
You want to change their minds?
Come. Let me show you. And he takes a sword off the wall and steps outside.
I'll follow with my spear. Zhang feels the weight of that this war has been going on for generations. That this man has done his part to defend his homeland, but that hasn't ended things. That hasn't resulted in anything. By the time he has run out of strength to fight, the Fire Nation is still advancing. And he feels the weight. The fact that he is troubled still weighs on him because of this meeting with an old soldier, and he worries that he will become old and broken, and the world will be no closer to peace, and the Earth Kingdom will be no closer to being free.
As you step out, he's standing there like your father. He assumes the same military stance and is waiting there patiently for both of you.
I think I should stay with her, Zhang.
Okay.
And Kana will sit by the bedside of Yuka, watching out the window.
Zhang has got almost a tear. Do you know that sense of pressure in your sinuses where you're welling up but you have it under control? What is it that you wanted to show me?
Look around. And you see your home, your land, from in the far distance, beautiful forest with autumn leaves. Under your feet, dirt with bits of green poking out. You see platypus bears. You see snow-covered mountains. And the sun at its apex shining down on all of it. It's not hot. The wind is ever so light. One or two clouds float above. Look.
It's beautiful. I'll do anything to defend our land.
Show me. Show me your training. Your drills.
So his glaive, his bladed spear comes level as his feet scrape into a widened stance. He sinks to where he has a solid base, and he feels the earth give him strength as his father told him. And he steps forward, holding back just a little for fear that he could overpower this old man with a series of directed thrusts, probing to see how well this old man can deal with this flurry of blows.
So, just to be clear, Zhang is not trying his all-out.
No.
The flurry of blows are thrown at Behin, and he smacks them aside with the blunt of his sword sheathed.
Wow.
He narrows his eyes at you. Again.
Okay, this time it becomes more passionate. Thrusts are interwoven with sweeps, pirouettes that bring the spear from different angles, sweeping down diagonally from above or at his feet, a sudden turn of the back, which results in a thrust coming from underneath his arm before he swings the haft towards this fellow. He wants to at least land a blow with the haft.
The blow strikes, and you hear the old man cry out.
I'm sorry.
No! Your strikes are slow.
I'm tired. We've been traveling for weeks.
You're not tired. You are a young man.
You're right, I'm not tired. I'm scared. I'm worried.
About what?
I'm leading my friends to their doom. We can't fight the Fire Nation. We can't fight Bashira. Look what they can do. He laughed. He laughed as he struck down my father and all his fellow soldiers. He laughed. How can I ever be strong enough? How can we ever make a difference?
He walks over to you, puts a hand on your shoulder, and says, "We do not fight to win. We fight to protect those we care about. If winning is all that we want, we will try and take over our worlds and dominate them without care, just like the Fire Nation. The reason they hurt us is because they do not care. The reason we fight back is because we do.
I think I understand.
It's why you didn't want to hurt me. You had an opportunity to not hit me with the shaft of your weapon.
I wanted to prove to you that I could.
Good. Again. Phil, removed troubled.
Yeah! So good! Yes!
What a mentor! This guy's awesome!
We love it.
And
Love it.
would you like to learn a training move?
Come on, Phil.
Yes!
Imagine if you said no.
I don't feel like it.
I learned nothing.
I don't think I've earned it.
I love these two.
Weapons techniques!
Tariq and Clove, you make your way out of the small building, small home, and begin making your way to the cave that was just talked about.
Yeah. So,
Which way is it?
that just that way.
She's like walking very quickly and very determinedly.
So, you know, how long have you been, healing people?
I guess my whole life, my mother was a healer. So was my father, actually. We all learnt together.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you've always known that's what you wanted to do, as he's like kind of trying to like keep up
Yeah.
in step from behind.
I guess it's just always been in my blood. That's how I was raised. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
I mean, I don't know if that's true. You know, you're good at a great many things.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you're a good healer, but you're also a good talker. You're a good listener. You're a good laugher. You laugh at my jokes, even when they're not funny. But you do. And
She starts very abruptly and she's like, "You're funny, Tariq."
oh,
And then just keeps going and then just like immediately starts walking again.
and you're really nice and sweet and
She kind of falters. She's like, oh
my God.
I didn't realize what was happening until now.
Yeah.
neither does Tariq, to be
I was
honest.
going to say, I forgot how frustrating it is watching teens flirt. 'Cause it's like, just get on with it.
And you're very brave, and you should be less harder on yourself and more in tune with the awesome person that you are. Just normal things.
Oh, thanks. I never thought of Never thought of it that way before. I guess that's true, but I don't know. I only really know how to heal. Everything else I do is just by mistake.
Well, I hope meeting me wasn't a mistake.
No, that's not what I meant. I just mean like when I like listen to someone or when I'm laugh at someone or something. This is not on purpose. It just kind of happens, and then I get all like mixed up, and I don't really know what's happening. But when I heal someone, it's clear, and I feel clear.
Well, I think that's kind of, it's kind of good sometimes, to not know what's about to happen, to feel like you don't know 10 steps ahead. I spent my entire life not knowing what was going to happen tomorrow, let alone, years from now. So, if we always know what's going to happen, life's just kind of boring.
But how can you live in the uncertainty like that? Doesn't it get frightening?
Yeah. How good's that? Not knowing.
And she stops now and she's like really thinks this over.
Not having to worry. Not having to feel like you have it all figured out. I didn't have a dad or a mom to tell me what direction to go in. I just kind of had to pick a direction and hope I wasn't going to hit a wall or...
But what happens when you do hit a wall?
Climb over it.
I never thought of it like that before. So you find freedom in not knowing?
Yeah. And I didn't learn that straight away. The fact is, I thought this whole time that I was going to be able to walk through life and not have to rely on anyone or not have to really trust anyone, but meeting you kind of shows me how silly an idea that is.
And she like blushes and then like remember what she's actually doing here and is like... But when you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know how to plan for it, and then like starts marching very quickly towards the cave again.
Tariq, buddy, I feel for you, man.
You're both in the cave. I'm going to say that you both have enough vision in this cave. There seems to be enough light refracted in. It is not completely dark, and there seems to be a blue-white light emanating from it further deeper in. It has a steep incline that leads down further past where the kind of outer edge where those plants were. So it seems to go further down. It is
the same cave.
Same cave.
Great.
And it looks like it could comfortably fit 1.5 people walking side by side.
Chris is just nodding.
Sean and Zola doing the math.
What do you mean? 2 people? 1, 2.
It's quite dark?
No. There seems to be some sort of blue-white light coming from deeper in. And on the walls, there seems to be like a sheen to it. It seems to be purplish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I saw something in here before. So I think those things are things? And he points to the purple. Like, I saw eyes?
Clove's going to go up and like put her face very close to one and try and inspect it.
Oh, careful. Oh, okay.
You hear her.
She like jumps back a bit.
And you see a pair of eyes from the wall.
Okay, she's like run back right back over to
Oh yeah, I was right.
And it seems like the whole wall is covered in maybe like 40 or 50 of these little purple things.
Tariq, what are they?
This is your kingdom. I thought you'd know.
I've never seen anything like this before.
You hear them. Whee! And they fall off.
Ah, okay.
And they land on the floor with her.
I mean, they look very small. They look kind of cute, almost.
Small, cute things can be dangerous things.
That's true.
Would either of you like to assess the situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. All right.
It seems like that's what you're kind of doing.
That's what I'm dancing around.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to assess?
Oh, no, I insist. I'll help you.
I don't know that there's any point. That's a 2.
Oh, but I'm not going to help you then.
So she like, this is like just nothing she's ever seen before or even heard of. Like, even the color like is quite bright and quite foreign to the Earth Kingdom.
These are dreaded, very dangerous, very toxic, because you failed so poorly. I'm going to make it fun. Purple pentapusses.
But she doesn't know this?
No, you know what they are. They're purple pentapusses.
Oh, okay,
And of
okay.
course,
They're absolutely the worst thing.
they carry the deadly pentapox.
Oh my. Oh. Okay. So she like bends down as like squinting because like it's not amazing light, and then she like stands back up and like grabs Tariq's hand and is like, "Okay, that's a purple pentapus that can give us pentapox.
What?
We could die here. I don't know if we can go any further.
I mean, I don't know if that's a thing. What? Pentapox? I never heard of that.
Yes, it's very deadly."
Are you sure?
And she's kind of like backing away, and then
They start moving forward with their little, like...
How many are there?
There's like 20 on the floor, and they've all got 5 limbs. They're like little octopuses. They look like this. I'm going to show
They're
you.
pentapusses.
They're
like
pentapusses.
octopuses.
They're like
but penta.
octopuses with 5 digits.
Oh, a pentapus.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're so cute.
It's so cute, but also possibly deadly.
They're
Wow.
very dangerous because
Okay.
they've got pentapox.
Okay, Clove thinks about the woman and about like what they're here for. They're like backing up, and then she's like, to Tariq, "Do you trust me?"
I was about to ask the exact same thing. Damn it. Yeah.
I beat you to it.
It's like,
And then like before he answers, she's gonna like take a run and jump over them and like run into this little corridor
Yeah.
and earthbend it shut behind them.
Okay. Did you follow through?
yeah, he gets dragged along for the ride. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You jump through. The pentapoxes look up at you, amazed as you jump over, barely reacting. You earthbend the door shut until you realize that Tariq has got one on his arm.
Oh no. You have to kiss
What's
it
it?
off.
What's it doing? Is it just latched on?
It's latched on to your arm.
Whoa. Hey, I don't mean to alarm you, but and he like raises his arm to show the pentapus. He goes, "I think they're okay."
Tariq! And she like is gonna smack it off him.
It stays on the arm.
So I
It
can't.
latches.
I can't rip it off.
You tug. He goes.
Yeah.
It's like tugging your skin.
Whoa, wait.
She's
Ow,
like, okay,
ow,
she stopped.
ow.
She stopped. She's like,
"Oh, I think that might be the painful part. I think it's..." And he like,
Tariq, this could kill you.
"Well, look, this is... I'm just going to try this. Don't worry. Don't freak out, okay? Don't. No. See what you... don't... That thing you're about to do, don't do that. One moment.
You can hear it.
And he has his finger up at Clove and then transfers that finger over to the pentapus and starts scratching it.
Where do you scratch it?
On the top of the head.
Correct.
Yeah.
It delatches and falls away.
Clove just like grabs your arm and like tries to inspect it.
There are little like marks, but they seem superficial, like suction cup marks.
It kind of just tickled. I think they just want love.
I think you might be being a bit nice to it.
I think that's right. I feel fine, though. I feel fine. I feel good. Yeah.
What do I know about pentapox?
Now that you've taken an assessment of the situation, you remember that pentapox is an urban myth.
Wow, way to make me look like an idiot.
Well, you did roll 2.
Yeah, okay.
Concerned. You were scared.
I think she like remembers this and it's just like chooses not to say. I think it's like, well, I guess you look okay then.
So am I going to die?
She like takes a closer look. No, I think you're fine. And like drops his arm.
I love it. It's a perfect thing because like they do leave suctions on you, which could look like a pox.
Yeah, they could be a legion.
And people are like,
A
oh
lesion.
no, I'm sick.
Well, I thought you were going to invent a hot cupping there for a second.
Well,
It's actually good for you.
it's a good thing I had a healer with me, right?
So she just blushes. There's nothing she can say to that. She just blushes.
Let's...
Connor, they've been gone an awful long time.
he
So
blushes
have you.
as well.
I've just been in here.
He blushes as well, like kind of like puts his hand in the like anime style. Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, she like steps away, like realizes how close she ended up to him. Like, sorry. Steps away and like is like, we should
Get the
yes,
the thing, the water, the pool.
mountain pool.
Yeah.
Ice thing.
That way.
Yeah.
The only way they can go.
That's
Nailed
right.
it. Nailed it.
You continue on down the path. You realize that the light that emanates from this space is from blue and white and purple crystals that line the interior of this cave. They produce almost by themselves a natural light. It's very romantic.
I was going to say, it's almost like candlelit.
Under the stars.
It does look like a starry night.
Do all the
In the
It
middle
now
of the
also
day.
feels like Chris, Phil, and Ellen are trying to make this happen.
It's
do,
like
all
pawns.
do all the pentapusses start singing?
No.
My oh my.
So we see the crystal, like the smattering of light around us.
Yes.
What is in front
What is in
of
front
us?
of you is a large chasm. And on the other side of that it seems to descend deep into the earth. You don't know how far it goes, but the crystal light doesn't penetrate that darkness. It goes further and further down. If someone were to fall down there, they might not climb back out. But on the other side is a cave lake that shines bright and blue. Above it is a small hole where you can see what amounts to be like outside light. You imagine that this is primarily where the crystals kind of get their initial source of light from, and also how this pool got filled. It's from stormwater, rainwater, and the melting of snow that filters in.
Whoa.
It's beautiful.
He like looks at the drop and then looks at what they need across and goes, yeah. Whoever made this really has a sense of humor, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it looks beautiful as well.
She's gonna try and earthbend a bridge.
Please roll on your skill and training.
I almost feel like it's more pushing her luck because like creating things is not her forte.
Okay.
Is it a... can you roll with principle or anything?
If you are... Yeah, I'm going to say it is pushing your luck because I am going to say that the way you're going to make it is going to endanger you.
Me
If you're-
to make it.
Yeah.
If you
I
fail.
mean, this is a bridge across a very deep chasm. It's potentially very dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Go for it.
All right.
If you'd like to try on your skills and training, you may. For it's a little less dangerous. But if you're going to push your luck, if you want to get across there fast, or if you're going to get there efficiently, your skills and training don't allow for this sort of earth bending that this is asking
Could
for.
I use my skills and training?
Yeah, absolutely.
To be fair,
Maybe
it would literally be a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Hey,
if I roll with
if you push your luck.
I feel I do honestly feel like she is pushing her luck with like what she's good at. Like she's good at stuff that's like more towards her body.
Yeah.
And mud and
like things that are close to her as well and like
Well-
looser dirt, whereas this is like
If you want, you could ask Tariq for help to make some mud, and you could make a little mud bridge.
Tariq.
Yeah.
Just the two of us. Sorry.
I
making mud bridge underground.
don't. Okay, so I'm thinking we need to get across this ravine,
Yeah.
this drop, and I'm thinking we need a bridge to do that.
Huh.
I can't make a bridge myself, but I think using your water bending as well, we could make something that's more, just use some earth bending that's more comfortable for me.
Maybe we can like combine solid ice bridge with an earth bridge.
Yeah, I could bring it out a couple meters and then we could use ice for the rest of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So I am going to roll on skills and
He
training
feels
then.
like, he's like, yeah, I think that'll work.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like kind of like almost like the earth is supporting.
I was
the
thinking
ice
like almost
bridge.
like the ice would be underneath the
Oh,
like
okay,
the
the other
earth
way
bridge,
around.
like like a solid
Yeah, cool. And they're going to do
grounding
it at the same time.
Yeah, they like would shoot.
Yeah.
one
So
on
they're
top
not
of the
relying
other.
on either one.
No,
Okay, cool.
no. I like it.
All right. Okay, that's a 9 plus
I'll
your
push
help.
it to a 10.
Yeah.
Love it.
Do you do some cool stancy stuff? Like the two of you got two different styles next to each
Is
other.
it like a ghost situation
I think
where you're
I
like...
actually do think it is kind of a ghost situation. I think like if you're underneath, then maybe you're in front of me.
Yeah, that makes sense. And he'll like almost kneel down, so he's in a low position. And in fact, he'll kneel on the ground properly, and he'll put his he'll unlatch both of his clips and draw out the water together in his hands as it pulls in a looping shape and funnels through his hands to start slowly melting in an arc across the bridge.
Yeah, and I almost imagine it as like kind of like splinters of ice and like earth connecting in each other. So it's not just like two separate like bridges, but it's like one combined bridge.
Great. Yeah.
This cool brown and blue, like just mixture of elements together, weaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make the bridge. You step across. You find yourself in front of a small cave lake in the center, surrounded by mosaic tile work, which says that this pool was not naturally formed. It's exactly what that tells you, is a fish. It's a koi, and it is pure white, so much so that you can see inside it. It's blind and alone.
You have been listening to Homeland, which is a Roll2Cast production. The best way to find us is on Twitter, Discord, and our Patreon. All our podcasts are on Acast, Spotify, YouTube, and all good podcatchers. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Roll2Cast. Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, was created by Magpie Games. Nickelodeon, Avatar, and all related titles, logos, and characters are trademarks of Viacom International Incorporated.
Why don't I have a look at these while we do
Yes,
another
absolutely.
scene?
I am going to cut to our two friends in a cave.
Two friends.
That's what they all say.
None of the rare ones. None of the rare ones. Let me have a look.
Come on, just one rare one as a treat. Me still hoping I get my fire pinwheels.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone's going to teach me that.
Everyone can have a rare one except for Kana.
I'll let you have a rare one.
Okay. I might not want to pick one, but it just
Yep.
gives me a heads up
Yeah.
while I'm reading. Great, thank you.
He's full of wisdom.
I'm going to put my back a bit towards you.
Okay.
Just
So
so
that we
I've been facing
so that
you.
we
so
can connect?
Yeah, so,
Yeah, sure.
so I've been like very like